There we go.
My sound is kind of echoey. Is everybody else getting that, or is it just me?
I don't
Mine
know.
is
I don't,
good.
I think it may just be on your end, Scott.
I don't know.
Okay, maybe I'll back out and come back in.
Okay. If everyone can put what scouting community in their name, you can rename with the 3 dots in the corner of your box, and put what scouting community you'll be going to. That helps quite a bit. So you can see the scouting community numbers here and what either pack or troop, or if you're a community guide. Zach and Morgan, you have to split yourselves into 3 and then go 1 in each.
I've got my phone, my tablet, my computer, so.
I see, you can do that.
Should I join from my phone as well?
No, you
No.
can just join. You'll be in 3. Wait, I think you'll be in. You said you go between 3 and 4, Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's fine. I'll probably stay mostly in 3. Hey, Scott.
Hey, welcome to the council, Morgan, by the way.
Thank you.
Well, I just got a note that my connection is unstable, so we'll see how it goes.
Is that right, Matt?
Yeah,
It
Yeah.
must know that I'm helping you. So it's like, I don't have to work that hard.
Yeah, Scott, if you've got an unstable connection, sometimes if you turn your video off, it'll stabilize. Although
Okay.
we want to see everybody on video, though. It's nice to see
you
everybody's
just,
scout spirit.
yeah, you just don't want to see me.
I was gonna say, if you all have to look at me, that means I got to look at some of you. So.
Yes. So if you
Well, I just
can,
had some,
go ahead.
I just had some dental work done. The numbness is coming off, so at least you won't see the coffee draining up my cheek here.
If you can change your name to include what scouting community breakout you'll go to from this slide, because here's the SC numbers here, and then it shows which pack and which troop. That'll help. Zach is gonna do that. So use the rename option. And it's almost 7 o'clock, so we'll get started shortly. And if there's background noise in your area, appreciate maybe to mute. Welcome, everyone. So again, put the scouting community in your name if you can. So you rename your box using the 3 dots that are over your box. If you put your little arrow up in the right corner, upper right corner, you can click on those 3 dots and change your name to include the scouting community that you'll be going to that breakout. And that will help Zach when we do the breakouts. So Matt, do you want to at least introduce, and then I'll be your voice going from there?
Sure. So my name is Matt Pagliaro. I'm a Cub Master in Holman for Pack 91. Welcome to Roundtable for January of 2022. And Happy New Year to everyone. Good to see all of you. This is the first time we've met in 2022. So we've got a lot of exciting things planned and coming up in scouting this year. My voice is not the best. I've been under the weather lately, so Elizabeth has graciously offered to lead this for me. So I'm going to turn it over to her.
Thanks, Matt. I hope you feel better. So, as you know, but unless you are new here, please share your name and unit either on your square. You can also do it in the chat. If you have questions for any of the speakers, please post them in the chat. mute yourself unless you're presenting. And there'll be scouting community breakouts. So when that happens, there is self-selection that is enabled. But if you need help, there'll be a couple people in the main room that'll help you get you to your correct breakout. And the main session, the first half of this is being recorded, and any of the documents that you see shared can be found at the website Roundtables link. The group that's working for every roundtable are the people you see here. And if you have any information that you would like for future roundtable topics, the goal of the roundtable is to provide information, but also to help connect. So if there's any way we can do that, please suggest to any one of these, especially to Matt, who's leading this group. So I'd like to turn it over to David Schmidtke that will lead us in the pledge, oath, law, and outdoor code.
Okay, thank you. Okay, if you're in uniform, hand salute. If not, hand over heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, 2. Scout sign for the Scout oath. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, and to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Okay, Scout law. The Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. And finally, the outdoor code. As an American, I will do my best to be clean in my outdoor manners, to be careful with fire, be considerate in the outdoors, and be conservation minded. 2.
Thank you, David. Okay, we have a lot to cover. And this morning, this evening in the first until 7:30, and then we'll have the breakouts. As you can see, we have quite a list to cover. So we're going to use a new method today. We're going to have a little timer going to see how well the people can keep to a 1 minute per item. But we're first going to start off with a safety moment on hypothermia, and we'll watch that YouTube video.
For hypothermia, you want to get the person out of the cold. You want to get them out of a dangerous place. So you want to keep them safe. You want to keep yourself safe. Get them inside to a dry, warm place. Take off any wet clothing. Wrap them up in warm blankets. Hypothermia is body temperature below 95 degrees, and you want to be careful because as the limbs warm up, the cold blood will go to the heart, so they may have like a rebound effect. They may feel like they're getting better, and then they get worse as the blood circulates around. While you're waiting for help, you can also apply warm packs to their armpits, their groin, and their neck, and that'll help raise their core temperature and get them feeling better quicker. With mild hypothermia, you're going to have shivering and you're going to feel cold, and that's normal. So you want to address those things, get them warm, get them safe. For severe hypothermia, you're going to have you're going to lose muscle control, you're going to have confusion, you're going to have agitation, you're going to have slurred speech. People are not going to act normal. You're going to want to get help right away for that. Call 911. If they're alert and oriented and they can follow commands, give them warm drinks, not hot drinks, but warm drinks. That will help warm them up from the inside out. Although people think alcohol will warm you up, stay away from alcohol. That can dehydrate you and that can make things even worse.
You ever wondered?
Okay, then the other piece on hypothermia comes from the Scouts BSA document, and that is in this second link here. So if you go to the website, when this is posted, you'll see this document and you can link to that. And this document is a summary that this could be something you could print and hand out to your pack or troop leaders so that they know some of the same information, except it's in printed form. So again, this is good as anytime you are now going into any winter camp, snow base, things like that. So the next piece, so that's the safety moment. Now, the hot topic today is about engaging your charter organization. So we will go to this link here.
Our chartered organizations form the foundation of the BSA's unit structure. The Boy Scouts of America issues annual charters to religious, community, and education-based organizations whose objectives, missions, and methodologies align with those of the BSA. A strong relationship between your chartered organization and your troop lets the organization knows there is much more to sponsoring the unit than providing a place to meet. Your chartered organization has selected scouting as the key part in achieving the entity's purposes and missions in your community. Your chartered organization is effectively a franchisee or owner-operator of the scouting program. By receiving a charter from the Boy Scouts of America, the chartered organization agrees to do the following: conduct scouting in accordance with its own policies and guidelines as well as those of the BSA, include scouting as part of its overall program for youth and families, appoint a chartered organization representative who is a member of the organization and will represent it to scouting as a voting member of the district and the council. Select a troop committee of parents and members of the organization who will screen and select troop leadership who meet the organization's and BSA leadership standards. Provide adequate and secure facilities for the troop to meet on a regular schedule with time and place reserved, along with encouraging the troop to participate in outdoor experiences. The relationship between the troop and the chartered organization can be richly rewarding for each party, but like any relationship, both must put in some effort. Consider the following to help strengthen the relationship with the chartered organization. Show appreciation of the chartered organization's generous support through service and other events important to the chartered organization. Ensure the chartered organization representative is kept informed about all unit events and plans. Invite chartered organization representatives to committee meetings. Better yet, he or she should be an active part of the unit committee. Encourage open communication and seek the advice of your chartered organization representative so the troop is known as part of the organization. Your troop should be aware of your chartered organization's activity schedule, if not already doing so, and include it in your troop's annual plan, so the troop can be engaged similar to other groups sponsored by the chartered organization. Knowing the activity schedule will help solidify the relationship and provide an opportunity for the chartered organization to use scouting to further its goals. Your troop can show gratitude through increased support of the chartered organization by doing some of the following. Be a part of an annual service day that includes grounds and facilities maintenance. Support decorating for special occasions, such as a religious holiday, or for community activities like Veterans Day or Independence Day events, depending on your chartered organization's interests. Help at fundraising events with volunteer service, like a pancake breakfast or a chili feed that benefits the chartered organization's program. Participate in Scout Sunday or Scout Sabbath in uniform. Participate in community parades, rallies, or special events along with the chartered organization. Other special service opportunities and projects are also good ways to show the unit's appreciation. Scouting may be a part of a religious institution's way to offer youth engagement in the community or entry point to their mission. Local civic groups often sponsor scouting units as part of their community service initiatives. So be sure your troop knows your chartered organization's mission. Voice of the Scout surveys scouting families and chartering organizations. Voice of the Scout data indicates BSA chartered organizations believe strongly in the program, but they frequently report wishing the unit did more for their institution. If your troop is not currently engaged in providing service to its chartered organization a few times a year, consider sitting down with your chartered organization representative and ask how your unit can more actively give back to the organization. Building a healthy relationship based on mutual support allows your troop and your chartering organization an opportunity to maximize the benefits of scouting in our communities. We encourage working to continue growing this relationship. Try to make that bond as strong as possible. Show your chartering organization that having a troop was a great decision, and you and your chartering organization will continue working together to make a difference in your community. Please take the rest of the time during this breakout session to discuss the questions on the screen. Thank you for all you do for Scouting.
And this will be one of the things that we can discuss in your breakouts. So now we're going to have a rapid update, and I challenge each of the presenters to try to keep it under 60 seconds. And one of the things I do want to try today is a timer. And I will share the audio here so that you can hear. So so can people see the timer? Yes, okay. All right, so Joe, you are, oh, I see here. You get the ready, go.
Right, I think our first item here, we've got a new member of the Gateway Scouting team to introduce tonight. So we're excited to introduce Morgan Poff. Morgan's joining the team as a district executive trainee, and she's going to be serving in the scouting communities 3, 4, and 5. So those of you in those units will certainly have a chance to get to know her a little bit better. But being that we're a small council, I expect everybody will interact with her a little bit as well too. Morgan, do you want to share anything about your background or your passion for things?
Yeah, I have a experience in the nonprofit world, but not exactly in the scouting world. So that's all new to me. But I do, I'm looking forward to working with all of you. I have experience working as a preschool teacher in schools and also working with autistic children and such like that. But, really with around child development and in keeping me in that field. Sorry. But yeah, I'm really excited to be working with all of you, and I don't know necessarily who I've reached out to or who I have not, but yeah, I've sent an email to those that I've had contacts with, and I will be doing phone calls to majority of those as well. And I'm really excited to be working with all of you. And if you have anything, please reach out to me. And I'm like I said, I'm really looking forward to working with all of you.
Thank you, Morgan. Nothing like putting you on the spot on the very first time we use a timer.
That's okay.
Thank you so much.
Elizabeth, I don't know if the timer is interfering, but we cannot see the slideshow, or at least I can't from my end.
Okay, so I'm going to stop the share on that. Okay, I'll just do it on my own. Oops. So I will share this.
Well, it's great now. I can see everyone's faces that are on.
Okay.
Here, yes, for a second. Yes. So I'm really looking forward to working with all of you.
Great. I will just use my own little personal timer to keep us on track. How about that? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Morgan. Next, Friends of Scouting.
We've got a little bit of a restructured approach to this project this year. Some of you maybe were familiar with this from past seasons, but you maybe observed that it was a little bit different the last 2 years as we tried to navigate the pandemic. But this is kind of back in the game plan for 2022. I want to point out a few things. It's really what we're looking for is an opportunity for somebody to come and visit with the parents in your unit for about a 10-minute period. Part of our commitment to you is that that's going to be an efficient and a well-run conversation. I want to point out that any money that is raised, it's an optional opportunity for people to support scouting, but that all does stay local. That's separate from the BSA fee of $72, which none of that stays local here. At the bottom, you see some of the ways that those funds are going to be used in the upcoming year to really help try and build back scouting, particularly with engagement of families, membership recruitment, technology, which has helped enhance what occurs in scouting, but there's a little bit of a cost to that as well. Upper left portion of the slide gives you a web link where you can submit a date. For anybody that gets that date submitted here in the next month, there's a recognition you can achieve with some camping opportunities out of Decor. So questions, you can connect with a member of the council team.
So please set up that date. That's great. Summer camp promotions.
Yeah, 2 exciting opportunities here. So number 1, our camping team, which consists of volunteers as well as our camp director, Kelly, and then an exciting group of staffers. They have an open invitation to come out and visit you at your pack or your troop meeting. If they visit you at your pack, you can expect there to be some content to help keep your kids excited and active, songs, games, and then somebody else will spend some time with a parent Q&A about what the summer 2022 programs look like. February 12th, you can come out to Camp Decor for some chili and learn more about our summer 2022 programs as well.
Wow, you can have some chili. All right, that looks like fun. So register there at Chili Cook-Off. Joe, you beat the timer. Excellent, made some time. Next, we have the membership team update.
Yeah, so the membership team has been meeting and trying to figure out how we can do kind of membership year round. We're trying to also, create some resources to help the packs, whether it's at different events in the community, different ways to promote your pack, and just general awareness within your community as well. So, save one of these dates on Tuesday, March 15th or Monday, March 21st. We're going to have an in-person training about kind of some best practices when you are at those community events, or best practices on how we can kind of make sure that the community is aware of, Cub Scouts is thriving and doing well still, or Scouts BSA. So mark those dates down. That's where those trainings will be. We'll get you some materials as well. So you're not going to leave empty handed, and you're going to be leaving with a ton of knowledge also to kind of help promote your unit year round. And hopefully we can continue to grow not only Cub Scouts, but the scouting movement as a whole.
Great. So this is the packs for spring recruiting.
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome.
Are those going to be virtual, Zach, or in person?
We're really kind of trying to push for in person on this, but there may be a virtual component. Part of the reason we want to be in person is because we do have materials that we want to give to you, like trifold boards or other posters and yard signs and things like that. So being in person, you're going to get that materials. Being virtual, it's going to be a little more difficult.
Got it. Okay, thank you. Training opportunities.
I'll take this one since I didn't see Lisa on here, but Scouting Now, Scouting How will happen during Merit Badge Day at the same location. So any parents that are bringing kids in and maybe don't want to drive home because it's a long drive, this is an opportunity to learn about some different resources that are out there for your unit, whether it's on Scoutbook or whether it's through My.Scouting. There's going to be a couple different classroom sessions for you. So that is an opportunity just to kind of learn about some different resources, or those that are in packs. This is a good opportunity to kind of come in and learn about kind of some of these online resources that are there to help you. We're going to have an in-person leader training on March 26th in Hagerman Hall out at camp. This is the Cub Scout leader training for this. So this is like your Cub Master, committee chair, pack committee member, and den leader training. So that'll be happening March 26th at Hagerman Hall. If you've got anybody that isn't trained in their position, this is a really good opportunity to carve out the time and get those trainings done. We'll have a Cub Scout leader powwow on April 9th out at camp. You know, this is more of, you know, your fun events, your big events that are happening in Cub Scouts, the Blue and Gold, the Rain Gutter Regatta, the Pinewood Derby. How do we put these events on? And it's going to be a fun atmosphere as well. I believe it's going to be pirate themed. So with that, you know, come have some fun. You'll get some lunch there as well. And you'll learn about how to kind of do some of these activities, and you might even participate in some of the activities as well. So it's supposed to be a fun training that'll happen on April 9th out at camp. We'll have Baloo and iTools. Baloo is your, if Cub Scouts want to go camping, you have to have a Baloo trained leader. So that's happening May 14th and 15th out at camp. It is overnight, so be aware of that. And then iTools is for your Scouts BSA leaders and outdoor skills training. That'll happen the same weekend, but they'll start on Friday, and then they'll end up staying both Friday night and Saturday night. So great opportunities for training and to learn about some resources out there.
Zach, this is
Yeah.
Brenda. I have a question. Do you have anything set up where people can come out and volunteer their time to help you run these things? If they're no longer, you know, like in packs and they want to help, or if they don't need that training, but they want to be able to help facilitate it?
Yes, we can get you in touch with the training committee, and I'm sure they're always looking for more help. So if that's you, Brenda, I can pass along that name, or we can talk offline about who that might be.
Hey,
And-
Zach, can you also please throw in Trainer's Edge on the list here?
Yeah, John, do you want to just talk about it real quick, or?
Sure. Trainer's Edge is coming up in February. Anyone who's going to, it's kind of interesting, follow on that last request from Brenda. Anyone who would be a trainer for any of the official BSA courses needs to have attended Trainer's Edge. It's a train the trainer program, and it is Friday night, February 18th, starting at 7 for a couple of hours. And then that'll be led by Tim Matting. And then on Saturday, the Wood Badge staff with some assistance from the NYLT staff will be running the course. It'll go roughly 8 in the morning, I think, through roughly 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
And
Yep.
sort of leading into the Wood Badge dinner that night. And we'll be at Camp Decor.
Yes, thank you, John.
Thank you. And the registration for these?
They will be online soon. I know Tim is kind of taking on that role for the training team to kind of keep the websites up to date. So I believe he just got that kind of
Shortly.
everything under his belt earlier. So very
Okay.
shortly they will be online and ready to go.
Great. Any questions, please put those into chat. Oops. So next we have the Leave No Trace trainer course.
I think I did see Tim on here.
Yeah,
I just looked and I didn't see him, so maybe he dropped off.
Okay, maybe he dropped off here, but that's all right. So Leave No Trace. Leave No Trace training is happening on Saturday, March 13th, and it'll go through Sunday, March 14th. This is kind of really talks about the impact of camping and being out in the wilderness and how we can greatly reduce that impact. Whether, you know, the right places to pitch a tent, the right places to hike on the trails, you know, to minimize all the impact that we have in the environment. As we do a lot of stuff in the outdoors, it's always good to have that knowledge of how can we, you know, keep this as beautiful as possible moving forward. As an outdoor rec major, you know, this is kind of hits home for me as well. So anybody that's interested in learning about how we can minimize our impact on the world, this is a great course that you can take. It's always nice to have at least one person similar to like Baloo in your packs if you're going camping, to have a Leave No Trace trained person, and they can really kind of help the those troops, those packs that are out camping, minimize their impact.
So Zach, this covers both front country and back country. So you guys know we're going to do both. So it's for Cubs and Scouts.
Awesome. Thank you, Tim.
Dates should be the 12th and 13th, Zach.
The 12th and the 13th.
Yeah.
All right.
So Saturday is the 12th. Okay.
Yeah, that would make sense because it's Saturday, the 12th, and Sunday, the 13th. So look at the days and not the dates.
Very good. Thanks for that update. And more scouting fun to plan for.
Yes, Scout Day at Whitetail Ridge is January 22nd. If you did see the announcement that the tubing hill is closed, my contact said that they are hoping to be back in running, by the 22nd. So I'm not really too worried about anything like that. But registration is right there. It'll be the similar price as if you were to go out there on your own. But part of this is there's a kickback to the council here. So that's always nice to do a little bit of a cooperation with them to, I guess, kind of fundraise a little bit for us as well. So even if you're bringing a friend out that night, I would encourage you guys to all register through the Gateway area website. And it's just a form, so you don't have to create a new profile or anything. So anybody can go on there and register for that and have some fun out on January 22nd. There is no time frame for it since it's on a Saturday. So if you want to go in the morning, feel free to go in the morning. If you want to go in the afternoon or at night, you can go at that time too. So I'll bring the list of registrations out there, and all you have to do is show up and say, hey, we're such and such with the Scouts, and they'll mark your name off and you'll be good to go.
Great. Awesome. That looks awesome fun. All right. Merit Badge Day. It opened up today. So there's 10 merit badges being offered. One to make note of is the new Citizenship and Society, and this is Eagle required. If you have any Scouts that are life rank and at least 16 years of age that plan to get their Eagle after July 1st, then they need this Eagle required merit badge. If you have any questions, feel free to contact myself or Eric. We are going to be the merit badge counselors for this. And then you see the other ones that are offered here. So get on the website, and it's all open for registration. Secondly, we're offering more help. So you're hearing a lot about what we can do to support the packs and troops. Well, we know that the den leaders, there are a lot of new den leaders out there. So Cub Masters, whatever are your new den leaders, please invite them to one of these sessions. And it's going to be about a 40-minute session. The same one will be offered either February 2nd at 5:30 or February 7th at 7 o'clock via Zoom. And we'll have a sign up for this shortly. But we know that it takes a lot to be a new den leader. Or maybe you've been a den leader last year or last couple of years and it's been hard because of the pandemic. We're going to help get you re-energized or focused on how you can do youth recognition and getting them their patches right when they, after they complete it. It's really important to be timely so that they feel a sense of accomplishment. How to get your parents to participate and help. How to use Scoutbook or the Den Leader app. And we'll be there for your questions. So please set aside one of these dates and get this information out to your pack den leaders. Polar Day Camp.
Polar Day Camp. So we just kind of put together a team to get this going. We're going to have just one afternoon session for the Cub Scouts on February 12th out at Camp Decor. They're going to rotate through maybe 4 or 5 different stations, kind of like what we did last year, and try to have some fun here in February out in the cold out at Camp Decor. So be looking for a little more information on maybe a theme or something to come out shortly. The team was just kind of put together this week, and we're going to be having kind of our first meeting next week to really get the details out. So more to come with that, but mark your calendars. It'll be Saturday, February 12th in the afternoon.
Great, thank you. Order of the Arrow Fun Day.
Yep, so it's a brand new event for Order of the Arrow members. So please, for all the Scouts BSA troops, share this with your OA members, as it's free to them and their families at Jumpstart Park. And we're also partnering with our top sellers of popcorn. So they've all been emailed. If you have any Cub Scouts or Scouts BSA members that sold over $1,000, themselves and their families will be able to come to the event. We're having a pizza party and fun on Sunday, February 20th from 10 to noon. That's just when they do their different group rates for events. So it should be a good time.
Great. And
Then,
you're with the Golden Eagle too.
Yep. So I just want to touch on Golden Eagle Gala. I'm going to be reaching out to some units and Cub Scouts, Scouts BSA members to help with this event. But we're looking for everybody's support. If you know of any sponsors or want to attend yourselves, there is a fee to attend. It's a dinner and our largest fundraiser of the year for the council. We have Frank Winters, former Packer and Super Bowl champ, coming to speak. But we're looking for everybody's support to help with our auction. So we do have a silent and a live auction. All that money is used to support scouting and the operations at Camp Decor. But if you can help with, getting gift cards, autographed items, artwork, sporting tickets, household items, gift baskets. We've even had some Cub Scouts build birdhouses or troops build benches, and people really like those Scout-made projects. But if you own a business or are friends with a business owner and can reach out, or even just buying a gift card locally and helping support small businesses, and then donating those to the council, you're helping support small businesses and the council at the same time. So we really appreciate that. I know some people have sporting tickets to different events and they've donated those as well. So anything and everything is appreciated. And we appreciate if you can reach out to your own connections or businesses where you work as well.
Great. And get those to you by when?
By February 16th, preferably.
That would be great, preferably. Thank you.
Yeah, the new event.
Fishing Derby.
Yeah, new event, February 27th. Wanted everybody to note that there's a different location on this. Previously, it had been kind of labeled in the council calendars at Camp Decor, but we actually found a community partner that was willing to help put this on and expand a little bit about what can occur with it. So it's going to be at Lunda Park in the community of Black River Falls. So opportunity to kind of travel around our council a little bit, maybe see and experience some different things. Any scout age 5 to 15 is welcome, as well as friends and family members. Neat thing on this is that in previous years when this event has occurred, there's been prizes available for every scout or child in attendance, as well as food and instruction on fishing. If your family has never done this activity before, there will be experts and people where this is their passion on hand to help your family experience this new thing. So registration online, February 27, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Weather's guaranteed to be nice.
Oh, fun. That's awesome. Okay, we have a new location and a new date for our recognition event. So the Pettibone did not quite work out. So we have changed it to be at Camp Decor Hageman Hall, and therefore also changing the date to be Tuesday, March 29th at 6:30 p.m. So but we still want to get all your highlights from every unit. We want every pack and every troop to have a slide with their photos of what they did in 2021 and some highlights. So we're still going to be focusing on getting those. And please mark this to attend. All scouts, scout families are welcome to attend and recognize all the fun, the Eagle Scouts accomplishments, every post and troop, crew, pack highlight, and our project team highlights, and the Silver Beaver and District Awards will be presented then. Mark your calendars, Tuesday, March 29th. Oh, and this is a big one. Who's going to speak to this? Eric?
There is a video link there, Elizabeth,
Oh.
that we were going to show. I don't know if you have that queued up.
Yes.
Is it under a minute?
Good evening, Gateway Area Council. For those who know me from Woodbedge, I am Alan Abrahamson. I am your weatherman. I have predicted dark and stormy nights, as well as plenty of days with lots and lots of sunshine. I don't know what the weather will be like when you get to see this video, but today is a record-breaking warm temperatures for the 15th of December. It is 67 degrees. In fact, I even swatted a mosquito. Speaking of record-breaking, we are going to set a record-breaking attendance at Camp Decor Campfire Bowl on Saturday, May 7th, 2022. What is May 7th, 2022? Well, I'm glad you asked. The weekend of May 6th, 7th, and 8th, the council is going to be celebrating its 100th anniversary at beautiful Camp Decor. Our anniversary is open to all scouts, their parents, and family. It is also open to all scouting alumni and to the general public. So put this date on your calendar, and I will guarantee that you will have fun. There will be an opportunity to learn scout skills. You'll learn about our council's heritage and scouting heritage in general. You'll meet and greet new people, as well as reconnecting with old friends. There will be an awesome campfire, complete with a stage show, skits, songs, and stories. But we need your help to write the Camp Decor record-breaking attendance at this campfire. Oh, the weather? I predict there will be the jet stream blowing in from the west. It'll take a southern directory over the Mojave Desert, pick up the southern air, which will push it northward, and we will have warm, dry sunshine for the weekend. Don't you forget your water bottle and skeeter door.
Excuse me, that's awesome. That is awesome. Okay. All right. Congratulations to Alan. Oh my gosh, that was so great. All right. Check this out. Any other further commentary on the spring camporee? You see it here.
Is there somebody that was going to speak about the time capsule?
Joe?
I think, I think we'll hit the time capsule. Oh, I just saw Peter's unmute.
Yep, I
Peter,
was
if you're
trying to
there.
unmute when you said that.
Okay, go ahead.
Yep, I'll do it in less than 60 seconds. So we're going to do a time capsule again. We're going to dig up the old one and bury the new one for 49 years. So it'll be opened up at the 150th of camp's anniversary. There will be very shortly a link on the Gateway Area website where anyone can go on to and put in information. So it's just click on the link. It'll ask you your name. You can import a picture of yourself. It'll ask what scout rank you are. If you're an Eagle Scout, the year of your Eagle Scout. And then it'll be 100 characters or less, I believe, to tell future scouting what you want to tell them. I want to encourage everybody to try to do that as quick, or not as quickly as possible. Get out there and encourage your scouts to do it as well. And then the other thing is I'd like to collect an item from every troop, pack, explorer post that we can. And I'm thinking preferably like if you have a special neckerchief that your troop wears would be an item, something like that, or a patch that you could have. And then we'll include that into the time capsule. If you want to write something, please just let me know. There's a couple key things with that. It has to be on acid-free paper and preferably done in pencil so that it will last. I'd also going to request a picture from everybody of their troop, pack, explorer, post, venture group, or whatever. And more to come on that because I want something kind of specific so they all somewhat match up. Thank you.
That's awesome, Peter. Very exciting. Okay. Lastly, let's get Camp Decor ready.
There's a variety of work days. You've got a lot of activity going on out there like usual. Some of you may be aware of the recent timber project. So there's some scheduled days where you as a volunteer with your family, maybe with your unit, can come out and get involved with those. You can check in with Joel Thole, Peter Schaffner, myself, if you'd like to get more involved with this, but some dates to keep in mind.
That'll be really helpful. Okay. Here's our roundtable schedule. So the next one would be February 10th And this one will be one without these scouting community breakouts. There'll be just Cub Scouts and Scouts BSA breakouts. So let's get connected. So we are going to break out into our scouting communities. And that'll include the packs and the troops. So this is your chance to really identify some really key next steps, how in terms of your Webelos crossing over, and make sure that your troops know the dates. Your Pinewood Derby, maybe there's some packs that want to do it together. Maybe your troop could help with it. Let's get it organized. Identify which scouting community events are coming up and which ones will be done in your scouting community that you can group together and have a bigger scouting presence, as well as planning to participate in the Centennial Camporee. And as we talked about before, maybe doing something to plan for your chartered organization. So it's 5 or 6 things, at least get a few things discussed now. So I'm going to stop share here and turn that over to set up the breakout. So we can stop the recording and open up the breakout rooms, and your scouting community guides will lead your discussions. Thank you so much, everyone. Hope that was a lot of information, but you can get it on the website.